Hello, Editor Sarah here. I just want to tell you what this video is about and what you should maybe expect from it. I'm going to be reading obviously from a script, so don't mind me not being able to look at the camera all the time. So basically, went through and routed a no damage, non-lethal ghost, glitchless run without seeing any other runs first. But I figured with the Twitch community, I have YouTube chat and stuff like that, so, 3,000 hours almost, I'm sure we can do it. And it was meant as a challenge because I wanted something different to, like, any percent, because I want to I'm getting, not burnt out, but trying to grind this sub 1930 has been it's taking a really long time, I feel. So I wanted something a bit different. But it also works as a tutorial for anybody. If you want to follow along, I truly think we tested everything multiple times. It took hours and hours to go through all of this. So I think if I can do this with no mana regen on the hardest difficulty, not taking any damage, not being spotted, if you do this on any other difficulty, or even on this, you should be able to replicate exactly what I'm doing. I'll start doing runs of this soon, like this week, and I won't allow quick saves or loading or anything. So it's going to be pretty hype once I do actually finish the run. I have no clue how long it will take. I'm sure I could do a run in the first go if I took everything super carefully, but it's going to be a speed run anyway. But, hopefully you enjoy, and if you have any issues, please, I would love to help. And thanks for all the feedback. Cheers. So, glitchless, very hard, no damage taken, non-lethal ghost routing. Yeah, so this is a project I kind of want to work on now. And a project, I mean, it's not going to take hopefully too long for us to figure it out, but it's something else. If you want to have a hand in the conversations, maybe, yeah. If there's a spot you could only get to with blink and no parkour. I understand what you mean. Hello. I mean, we can just do it here too. Yeah, that's actually true. That's true. I should nom. Just to be full health all the time. You're absolutely right. Thank you. Because we only get the health potion back there. The reason why I'm not going inside that door, I mean, we could just do 100% strats here, right? Like, we could literally yoink that. We could go in here. We could open this, grab that. We could go here. We could grab, grab that. It's been a hot second since I did 100%. I'm very sorry. We could go here, open this, go here, open these. How much money is that? What did I get? I got $65 dues. Super worth it. Did I start the conversation? I did. Yeah, we might as well do that. So, this just came from the idea of a challenge run. I've never done a no damage run, right? So, why not do it very hard? No mana regen, by the way. We have to regen with potions. And of course, in the end, it will all be timed, etc. Because, of course, it will be. That's just how it goes. And we'll try to do it in one thing. So from mission 1 to all the way to mission 9, without being spotted, without killing anybody, glitchless, no damage, very hard. I think when I've done that, I can pretty much say that we've beaten the game. I think it'll be fun to watch the routing too. Whee! So here isn't really a lot to loot. But we might as well grab the gold bar. Is it which one has it? That one. So no damage cancels. No aggro, skipping runes. There will be a lot of conversations on stream, most likely not in these videos that I'll post on YouTube, about intentions. And that's going to be a part of the rule set. But at the same time, I'm trying to make it make sense, right? Like, it's incredibly hard to say what is 100% intended. Like, standing on a ledge, right? If there is a ledge and you can stand on it, why would that not be intended? Like, that is a good question. I didn't take fall damage, by the way. Jesus Christ, I was scared I would. But it's a good question, right? Like, you can stand on any sort of window ledge, pretty much. I'm going to do quick saving here, just in case I fuck this up. We're good. Also, not falling... I can't fall a really long distance and grab a ledge. Like, that's sort of cheating the system, I feel like. Oh my god, that was great. Again, in the actual runs, you would not be allowed to quick load, but because I just want to post the route, it doesn't matter. That was funny. Holy. So a lot of these routes will be kind of casually, because, I mean, duh, obviously. But I'll take risks where I can. Oh, come on, stop. Brother, I can't get stuck underwater. I'm going to start taking damage soon. Well, not actually very soon, but soon. Please tell me I got the painting. I did get the painting. Beautiful. Mana is going to be extremely strict because we don't regen from, you know, we don't regen. I guess once we actually do the full run, I'm going to edit it. I'm going to edit the start to explain the rule set so nobody's confused. And at that point, hopefully, we've already discovered how it should look. So that was the end of mission 1. Next one, I mean, there's nothing strange in here, so I'll just start it from the boat. So I'm starting this already, but I just want to say in these videos, please do comment if there's anything that you think is weird or isn't really according to a rule set, and we can discuss about it because that's interesting. For example, I won't be using any random void bone charms, but these two things are here for everyone, right? I kind of want this to be something that someone could take and do, right? Like that's kind of the mindset. I don't want to do anything extra special tricky that you have to have 16 buttons for, because I think that's just kind of dumb. So we're obviously going to take the agility and the money. Chat always has the right answers, exactly, and YouTube comments. In this one case, yes. So I don't want to blink inside the boat because we don't regen mana, and that's going to really suck. So I would normally blink here. There's an incendiary dart here. There's also a potion and some money, which is, again, all of those things are going to be interesting and important. Incendiary bolts will be super important because they will destroy the nests. And those things, we just found out, are horrible to deal with without actually breaking the nests. And I think the easiest way is going to be just, you know, blowing them up. So that's what we'll have to do. So that's the intermission. I'll just bake this in with the mission 2. Hopefully we'll get a good run of that now. Okay, let's see if we get this mission 2 route done. So, we have La Portion. I tried to make this as risk-free as I could. Why are you playing without timer? We are rooting right now, buddy. Pam. That's why. I'm doing glitchless, very hard, non-lethal ghost. No damage, which is something I've never done. And I'm just rooting it as a challenge. So I don't worry about the timer so much right now. It's more about the route and trying to get that done. Here's some money. Oh, I'm going to use a health pot straight away. Because I loaded a save. I didn't actually take damage anywhere. It was like that at the start. So now we could have access to agility 2, which is movement speed. And that's cool, but I don't think we want that yet. We want these sleep darts. The health potion is moot. We shouldn't have to use any health pots. Pickpocketing random strangers sometimes, it's cool. Change for the shop. Hello, post-edit Sarah here. The route changed very slightly in mission 2. We pick up, well, you can pick up that potion I pointed out earlier, but the shopping section changed a tiny bit, and there's also a potion pickup at the end, and I'll show that as well. So everything else is the exact same, but these are things that changed, and we had to redo all of these, but I had already done the video, and you know how it goes. So what we have to do is we have to buy from here. You go 3 tabs, 4 tabs, 5 tabs. It's the very last one, and you want to buy both of these. You want to buy the stun mine charge, and you buy the second one as well. Then you go to the shop, and you can fill up on sleep darts. But I would just recommend buying as many potions as you can get, and then the rest on sleep darts, right? So you'll be left with, well, basically nothing. That's okay. We do not need the rune anymore, so GG. That's this shopping. That's how that goes. Let's go on with the show. Pass Sarah, go again. I believe that's a nice amount, and we'll be able to get pots to fill that. So there is a potion right there, for example, but in order to get it safely, you would have to destroy this nest. And I don't want to go through that area because it's really fucking scary. So let's try doing this instead again. We did this last time. Let's see if we just got lucky. We're good. Oh, is that where you get the key? You're absolutely right. Yes, you get the key from there. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. So now, we already discussed about this a bit. Now we can take Blink 2. But we had a conversation with the chat here as well. You can take multiple routes in all collectibles, where you would do something like this to get up here, which is fine because standing on these ledges is interesting because you can stand on this. So I would love to hear people's opinions about these sort of ledges. Are these... How legit is that? Because you have to understand that area isn't anything hard to reach by any stretch. You actually save mana by not doing that and going here instead. So now we are up here, right? So I think I'll just not do it and I'll just use that route instead. For nothing else than the mana. And this section has a very slight change. I only have Blink 1 on this, but you can do Blink 2. And you can grab this potion. Very free. And just be wary of these guards. And then, you know, you can leave. Yay. Easy. Oh yeah, non-lethal ghost, by the way, means you can't be spotted. If you aggro, that's not a spot, right? Like, that's just the way the game works. I don't know why I'm waiting for a mana regen when we don't get any mana regens. Yeah, that's been my... Yeah, Zorno said, it's good enough as long as you're being pushed off or trying to slide off. Yes, that's exactly. There's like escalators, for example, where you have to climb continuously or you're falling down. That doesn't seem very... You know, that seems a bit more strange. So here, we shouldn't have any obstacles anymore. We can just fall down here, and get on with our life. You can even interact with this door. There is a dude there, but they're not going to spot me. And we're going to go on with our merry lives. And that's as far as we've done so far. I think I like this. This is cool. Like, pulling this off in one go is going to be interesting, I think. Pretty hard as well. Okay, so mission 3. I ended up with 8 potions. A very slight change for the route in mission 2. Which isn't minor at all. Like, it's very minor. I just literally use less blinks and I just pick up an extra pot from a building. It's nothing big. But this mission, we have to kind of end it at 4 potions because we're going to save Hypatia and we're going to get 6. So, and those are going to vanish at the start of mission 5. So we want to end at 4 potions. Keep that in mind, right? You want to enter here at 8 or 9 because at the very start of the mission, you can pick up a potion. And I tested... the jumping thing. People were talking about this jumping thing, and it does nothing. There's no change when walking behind a guard. I did an animation cancel, sorry. When walking behind a guard or anything, it doesn't actually change anything. So you can jump to all of your heart's content, and I can jump all of my heart's content. Now, when you jump in an alleyway to avoid noise, that's a different thing. And that's just smart, right? To double jump across a hallway or something. That's a very different thing. Aiming at the middle here causes that to happen. And then now at the end, Megan's just going to be chilling there. Again, these all would be done in single segment, but I'm just going to save to show something. That here, if we just walk in, they're going to spot me, right? I mean, this animation timing was fucking perfect because I just happened to walk in when they're looking otherwise, but that's not going to happen normally. That's not going to happen normally. But if you walk in or if you jump walk, it's the same. You get spotted all the same. Like, this doesn't... This would maybe even make it worse. So right here, I would just suggest, and I'm going to do this too, I'm just going to blink directly at the door and interact with it straight away, right? And then open it, and you just kind of slide in with your momentum. Then from here, you can blink directly across these guys. Then here, you can just blink midair, and you're not going to make a single bit of noise. Shooting an incendiary here is the only nest I'm going to be destroying. Everything else, I'm just going to be kind of risking. It's not really a risk. Already, by the way, I should have taken this at the shrine, the sprint 2. It makes that corridor easier as well. We just jump down, break this. And thank you for all the comments and stuff on the previous video, by the way. I'm not going to be picking up these yet because, again, I have 6 pots and I have 5 sleep darts. So I don't want to pick up these things yet because, you know, why? I don't need them. We'll just pick them up because we have to come back here later anyway. So now we see our code, which is 488. Here, jumping like this is just smart because you're making less ground contact. Hypatia's going to be stuck there. You don't need to close that door, by the way. It doesn't do anything. I don't know why there were blood flies right there, but that's cool. Whatever. D2 is a longer game. So by that alone can be harder. So here I just literally choose to use these sleep darts on these guards because I have nothing better to do with them. And we're going to get full sleep darts anyway, like I showed you. We're going to get full sleep darts. So why not use them? Here we have this. So this is actually going to be hard to... Like, I have 4 potions now, but we have 2 potions remaining at the end. So, like... Oh, there we go. It's insane. But yeah, Dishonored 2 has 9 missions. Dishonored Death the Outsider has 5. I mean, it's twice the length pretty much. And I mean, usually length would mean difficulty as well. So yeah. Oh, okay, here we have to wait. This stupid cutscene. We literally only have 2 more guards to worry and we're done with this mission. So no big deal. And we don't have to worry about the very end anymore either because we already, you know, already dealt with the wall of light. Not the wall of light, the whale oil. So this is pretty much like what we used to do in like very early non-lethal Ghost almost. Doesn't really change much. So here, there's no guards or anything. And fun fact, there is a potion here. So if you're potion starved, which we're not, remember, should stay at the end of M3. So here, you can just double jump past these guards. You can blink here. Turn around and blink here. Open this. All of these movements and stuff, they might seem a bit tricky at first too. But don't worry about it. You'll super get used to it. Just give it a couple goes. Now, Hypatia was in a really good spot there. I could have literally blinked there and used the serum on her. So now we're going to have to wait a bit more. You can go through the window and sneak behind her. Or you can just wait at this corner and wait until she goes past this. If you do it with similar timing to me, this is what it would happen. So if I was just a bit faster, I could have dropped her. I could have dropped on her. Like, you could technically do it from here as well. Like, she's not gonna fucking notice. No need to talk to her. I have 4 potions right now, which is beautiful. 2 mana potions and a sleep dart. There's that thing. Beautiful. And then here, it's just basically how risky do you want to be. If you blink down here, you will take damage. So keep that in mind. You can't do that. That's what we did in Non-Lethal Ghost. I mean, damage isn't really a big deal. I didn't save. Cool. That's fine. Do that. Let's make a save this time so I can showcase. You could just blink on top of this, and you could blink on top of here, you could blink on top of here, and then you could blink to the water, right? What I'm gonna do most likely is something that's risky and fun, because I think that's just cool. Oh my god, I'm not getting a save here, chat. Why am I not getting a save? Thank you, Trapper, for the tier 3 months in a row of continued video gaming support. You're gonna be forever in the history of YouTube's. So you could do this. If you aim it right. It's really risky because if they start spotting you, they will most likely spot you properly. Yeah, they did. Maybe don't do that. Dead in the water, basically. Yeah, don't do that. So I would just recommend don't blink in their line of sight. I'm just keeping all of this in so you can see how easily you can fuck this up. So you can blink once, you can blink twice. They're not going to spot you. You can blink 3 times and even 4 times. Again, I have 4 pots right now, so that's perfect. So we have 4 potions. We're going to get 6 at the boat. We have to actually talk to Hypatia, and we're going to be off 10 potions, 5 sleep darts onto mission 4. That's perfect, right? So for the intermission, right, like you have to actually talk to Megan and talk to Hypatia, I'm pretty sure. So you just have to do this. Maybe grab the potions first. I'm pretty sure it spawns you on this side of Hypatia either way. 10 potions, 5 sleep darts, and then off we go. Easy. And because in mission 3 we get 1 stun mine, so I have 480 glod. And we have 10 potions because of Hypatia. And I have this 1 stun mine. We'll get 2. And 2 of them will, you know, we can use 1 stun mine to get rid of a singular clockwork. Because previously it would have taken 2. And clockworks are something I don't want to risk the runs on. Because they are extremely annoying. So let's try to limit that. Now I have to come up with a strat for clockworks that is consistent, and we're good. Also here, grabbing strength is really nice. We can use this ability to throw bottles at clockworks. Thank you, Josh. I appreciate it. This is pretty tough, but it's been fun. Rooting very hard, non-lethal ghosts, glitchless, you know. Like, it's something very different. I've never done anything like this, so I think it's been fun. It's a bit problem solving in a bit of a different way. So here we can just drop down and interact. Totally fine. This next part is also in the bag. Very free. There is no risk basically at all. There's 1 guard that can spot you, sort of, but not really at all. So you do this, blink. Make sure you have another one because you run down. You don't do that. Like I said, basically no risk. You do this, you run down to this thing, double jump and blink, and there's like, they can't spot you, right? Then you go here, do this, you can double jump here and land wherever. Watch out, double jumping on this, you can get a vault. Not fun. Been fun keeping up with it. That's good to hear. I mean, I've gotten a lot of positive comments. People are like interested, and I've gotten a lot of routing like suggestions from people, which is cool. I like that. That's exactly what I wanted as well. This is where the stun stuff comes in for the mine. So I think I maybe figured out how the logic works with the dudes, but I don't still know. I'm a bit scared, and there might be some resets coming into this, but that's okay. That's okay. I'm more scared of Duke than this. So we have 1 stun mine, right? We have this one. But we can have another one from right here. There's also a rewire that we're going to grab. Yoink, yoink. We do this. The clockworks are jumping down now. We could technically lure one of them here. We could technically do something like put a stun mine here. I'm just going to try this because why not, right? We could literally do something like this. Where we do lure one of them there. Then they get zapped. We put one here. And he gets zapped. Unless he somehow died to the same one. He didn't. There we go. So what I initially did, I put 2 of these down. But I guess I didn't need 2 here. If you do 1 and 1, then that's good. Because if you shoot downstairs, they will both go down. And then when you shoot upstairs, they will both go up. I would recommend putting this one on the railing, though. It's much safer. they will always pretty much jump at this spot when they jump up. So if you shoot here, that's why they will jump up. So yeah, that's what you do. Then you can go down. You don't take fall damage from that, even though it's a bit scary. Anatomy and optics. You'll grab Jindosh. You put him in the chair. Then we'll go downstairs. We don't have the elevator here, which kind of sucks. I almost took damage there. Because the elevator is down. Okay. We have Stacy. She's incredibly scary. She kills all the energy runs all the time. She is really, really, really scary. Then this is a bit scary, but I think it's better than the alternative of trying to control the robot. This is just how we kind of do it anyway. We do this. And then when these things are moving, the robot kind of stands still. And he's not going to notice you if you blink through like that. Then we just have to make it back to the elevator. We go up. Either by jumping up or with the elevator. Then we check which one I put. I think I put 3 on the other one. And then we'll do 2 on the other one. You can either jump up here or take the elevator. I should have maybe taken the elevator because apparently I'm shit. It's okay. I just don't want to use more mana than I have. Even though I have 8 pots. But like, trust me, we'll need them. Here we go. So we put 1 on this. Then we'll put 3 on optics. Well, optics, sorry. 3 on the other one. I mean, technically, we could take and we could put Sokolov there already, but it doesn't really matter, does it? So we'll just wait. Scaling the elevator sucks. It does. It's horrible, especially with like somebody with you. Without using mana, it's horrible. Oh, don't, not yet. It's gonna say not enough power. Yoink. Poor Jindosh, dude. This is so cruel. No, it's still not ready. This takes so fucking long. I swear to God. I'm pretty sure we can just leave. I think so, at least. No! Jesus Christ! Be careful. You can also call the elevator. You should totally call this, by the way. Wait, unless you shouldn't. Is it going to affect the other room? It doesn't affect this. That's good. Yeah, you should totally just call that. You should totally just call that. It's easy clap. Then we go here, and then we're good. Then we have multiple ways to escape with Sokolov. I think I'm going to do an easy route, which will use 1 more blink, but it's much safer. There is a way where you could basically... Oh, I dropped Sokolov just before interacting with the door. Beautiful. If you spam F, if you spam interact on these doors when you're carrying Sokolov, there's a chance that an input of you dropping dropping Sokolov will go through. And then you can't get into the cutscene without Sokolov, obviously. I mean, that part makes sense, but it's a bit annoying. Then daily reminder to have some sort of a frame limiter when you're reaching the place. I'm going to be using RTSS. If you're at 120 FPS, when you enter the station, there's a chance an ashtray will hit Sokolov. I go all the way down to 40 because I'm scared. And if the ashtray hits Sokolov, well, then it's just bye-bye. This is a bit scary, but you can make a jump over these railings. Like I said, it's a bit scary for a reason. You could also just blink past it, or you could just blink up here, which is maybe preferable. I don't know if you can double jump there. I'll try. Oh! You can. Jesus, that was crazy. And then you can do this blink right here, and this blink here, and now you're off scot-free. I'm pretty sure you can just run off this without fall damage or anything, and run off this without fall damage or anything, and then do not throw Sokolov. If you're used to throwing Sokolov with strength, it's real bad. If you throw Sokolov with strength, it's real bad. Do I have strength in this? Why does it feel like I don't? I do. Yeet! Oh, yeah, there we go. Well, I can't interact with Megan. When Dishonored 3 comes out, it's like Dishonored. It could be. I mean, hey, dude, I would take that. That's more. More is more. On to mission 5. So M5 has a couple things. First off, we're starting it with about 900 monies, and we have 5 potions. Oh yeah, I'm going to make a new save again. Hello, Zorna. I'm going to make a new save to replace the previous mission 5 save that I had because of the change in routing, basically. So if you go here and you blink to the door, you aren't going to aggro those guys up there. If you walk or run or whatever, they will aggro and run down, and it's a real pain in the dick, dude. You don't want to deal with that shit. So we're going to buy the pots. We don't need anything else, actually. You can just use potions until you're like full mana. Then from here, you just want to go kind of the same way back as you came, because there's a guard right there and there's a guard right there. We're going to go behind that guard's back. Is he turned around right now? He's not. Good. I was like, why? There is a potion you can get, very free one. It just means that you can't run. If you run here, she will like start screaming and whatever. I think. Maybe. I haven't tested Kappa. You grab this one. You can go outside this balcony. Blink, crouch, instantly midair. There's witches. We don't want footsteps. You can pretty much run already. I'm pretty sure. There's 2 guards here. It doesn't matter. We'll go outside here, and I mean, there's a bone charm and bullshit, but we don't care about those. We go up here. We go here. We do this. We do this. Here. Then again, there's this thing, but the range on them is so bad that we really don't need to worry about them. They don't care about sound either. There's one as well. So we literally don't need to worry about them. We grab this thing. That thing is required for the NLG method of beating Brianna. And what we can do is we can abuse this porch. Because these witches, you know, they might look a bit higher up and stuff, but they don't like look all the way here. So we just have to wait until this thing stops moving. They are confused because I partially aggroed them. They're not normally even moving. So yeah, we haven't actually done anything here. We can grab a potion from Brianna's place and also a key, which will make this a bit easier. Just be careful when running down, because you can very easily take fall damage here, which I wouldn't want you to do. And I don't want me to do. I'm curious about this potion because there's blood flies there. I don't think that potion's worth it then. I think we'll just skip that pot. Like, I'm a bit scared. Unless you want to use an INSEE. But that was a bit scary. That was a bit scary. I don't know if I would trust that. Yeah, this is like a super straightforward route. So we just go back the way that we came, basically. I think you could do this jump. Oh my god, I'm so fucking shit at this game, chat. I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend blinking on that. Unless you're... Why was there a witch alive? Why didn't she spot me? I don't... So many questions. I don't know. So many questions. So this is like the straight... This is like such a straightforward mission. Then we literally just blink past the guard. Like here. Run down. You can't take damage from that. What's that? Ashworth? No. Because we got rid of her. She doesn't have powers anymore. And there we go. No damage, nothing. I think everything there was super simple. Just don't do the YOLO jumps that I did and you're going to be great. Good job. Mission 6. Okay, totally not a second take. Let's hope that this goes slightly better than the last one. Exclamation mark challenge, Snake. So we are starting off with 240 coins. Well, you can't see the coin count, but it's 240, not that it really matters. And we have 5 potions, we have 5 sleep darts, and We'll just use very few resources in this mission. We will also do the riddle because that's just part of speedruns, and I know it might be a bit annoying, but it is worth learning how to do it. I'll show this jump multiple times. It's a bit tricky, but it's super doable. I also have a version where we use 2 blinks instead of 1. And it's a bit safer. It's just a bit slower, right? So see, this guy can't see you, obviously, because if he sees you, you're going to be in for a bad time. I got spotted. But if you do this is what we're doing right now. No damage, non-lethal ghost, very hard, no mana regen, and glitchless. Is this guard going to turn? You can peek him from here. This guy has to be turned around. Because I'm loading a quick save, the timing is a bit different. But as soon as that guard is turned around, you don't need to climb that section, by the way. You can climb here and then climb in. I'll do that a couple more times. This is literally the only thing you have to do. And also the riddle, I guess. So don't run here, because if he gets a whiff of you, he might not turn. But if you just load the starting save, this guard won't be turned around like that, so it's okay. So you do that. If you don't want to do that, you should use another potion. And you blink here, and you blink there. Not with the running, obviously, because I just aggroed the guy. But you would wait for this guard to turn, preferably. You could use just 2 blinks like that too. I didn't get spotted. We didn't get spotted there. It was really close, but not spotted. You only get spotted properly when they get the 3 lightnings on top of their head. I'm extending this a bit too much, maybe. I'm sorry, but I just want to show that these methods are viable. That guard just has to fuck off. And then you can just blink here. And you can just blink here. And that's it, right? Like, I'm not even sprinting. I'm not doing anything fancy. That's all you need. You can run freely here, and then we have to do the riddle. I'll leave the picture in this video's description. And I have a tutorial on the riddle and everything, like multiple ones, I bet, at this point. But it's like, it's a very simple thing to do. So if you want to learn how to do it, it's not a big deal at all. If you don't do this, you would have to go most likely to Overseer. I think that's easier, and you would have to take him all the way to Paolo. Because, I mean, the riddle solution is there. So it's a huge pain, right? And it's like, you would grab Overseer and the key and take it there. I really don't want to do all of that. Plus, again, it is still a speedrun. So we're just going to go with the fastest method, which is to do the riddle. So we do Marcola, Snuffton, Winslow, Bird. Marcola, Snuffton, Winslow, Bird. We do not see a ring, Conti, Diamond. Conti, Diamond, not see a ring that leaves us with Finch's War Medal. Easy. Again, if you don't know how to do the riddle, in the description, I hope, god damn it, please leave a comment if it's not there, because that's really lame if I didn't put it there. But, yeah. Easy clap. Super easy mission. Super fast. Shouldn't have been 4 minutes. I'm sorry. Okay, totally not the 5th take of me doing this. It's a bit different from normal NLG if you've seen it. We want to shift time. Interact once. This will aggro the guards here. So this guy is the key. He has to basically walk. You go into this corner, and then just before this time shift happens, you want to jump. You can do it with space. You can do it with a scroll. You can do it with the jump macro. I don't care how you do it, but you can do that. And that gives you enough time to interact again. You do not need to spam the jump or anything. You just need to jump once from this section right here, like this. Then you just interact again, and that's that. That basically gives us enough time jumping here to shift the time thing. If somebody knows a better, faster, the better way that doesn't involve a jump, I do not know, okay? It's pretty easy. I don't think it's painful. I'll tell you, Lurven, after this, okay? So we just do that. Easy. We shift time again. interact once, run here, and double jump here. There's nothing that will spot you. Then, shift your weapon. You have to kill this doggo, and you also have to kill the other doggo. They will otherwise spot you 100%. You don't need to worry about that keeper that just, like, started aggroing. That's completely fine. You have to worry about this keeper. Like, that guy won't spot you. This guy will. You'll sleep dart him. You'll go right here and switch time and run. And I didn't get spotted there. You can go even closer, but you can't spend more than like 1.5 seconds because the blood flies will start attacking you. So yeah, I didn't get spotted or anything. Here, I guess we can't. We have to either do this snipe straight away, or you have to go to this corner and snipe it. You do not want to be in this position because that guard will spot you. So if you do that, you'll have to sneak there. Please tell me the results. Did you guys figure something out? So now there's no guards. There's nothing. Yeah, people are like asking what I'm doing in that video. I was grinding for the recce, yeah. I was. The world record was a minute slower than that, so... That glitch is like 1 in 2,000. Like, it's literally... I got it like 3 times ever. Yes and no. It's a pure RNG. Then we just wait. I guess I'll have to edit this in post, so I don't want to make you sit through this, okay? We are back. Be sure you're at 9 meters. You were the first one to try it. Then you either mistyped something or Lurven did type it before you. It's either one, really. But either way, it does have a cooldown of like, I don't know if it's 30 seconds or something. Here, I don't think you need to be careful. Yeah, you can just drop down. It's perfectly fine. And then we just run. And then we just run. Do not bump into this guy. If you bump into him, he might aggro and very bad, right? And now we're back after that cringe cutscene, which I hopefully cut out in post. You can thank me later. We just literally run to the end. Now, there is one thing that you might want. Not this rune. We don't really need to worry about it. But here, up here, there is... well, not that. My bad. This potion. I have 4 potions right now. Now, you have to be a bit careful how you go down. But no damage. Cuphead should be on the list then. I tried speedrunning it, and it's not good for my hands. Sorry. Jump down. Again, do not take full damage. Grab the potion. No need to use mana, and you just run the circle off. That's mission 7. There's no enemies in the second part. It's just... It's basically, as soon as you get past the nest guards, and you get to Stilton, there's nothing. There is absolutely nothing, right? So... Good job. You did it. So the first part of Duke, we have 2 stun. I'm just going to say this. No matter what Duke we get, we're going to be using, most likely, at most, 2 sleep darts and 1 stun. So if the best strategy, we'll get to that. If that happens, I'm only literally going to be using 1 stun mine. I'm not going to be using a single sleep dart in this mission. If that's true, right? But the worst case scenarios use 2 sleep darts. So it's not too bad. So you just want to preserve your mana. And be careful here. Don't run down. Go here. We're just going to wait for this guy. You could most likely run past them and blink. I'm not going to be taking that risk right here because that seems insane. Yeah, you could do that. And then you kind of want to be fast after you start the mission because this tower is on a cycle. And if you do what I did and not lollygag too much, you can literally jump on top of this tower. Now, you don't have to do this, obviously. You can just wait, but this is fast. Now, you can deactivate the tower if you want. It's completely not necessary. It does stop it from turning, though, which is nice. Then, double jump blink here. Don't make too much sound because there are guards right there. I would blink down, so that doesn't happen. You got to be a bit fast. This switch right there is disabling the wall of light, obviously. For fuck's sake. You could most likely stun these guys, or you could take care of these guys. Like, they're like this, right? So like you could do something like this, and you could do this, and you'd be perfectly fine. But you can just double jump. You don't need to actually even blink there. Then what I would suggest doing is just going here and going here, and then we're done with the first part. I'm going to create a save here so we can practice our Duke scenarios, and then we'll get back with it. So no matter what Duke it is first here, you'll most likely want to do this. If you're really low on mana, maybe don't go up here and blink on top of this railing. It's a bit scary, but it's not a big deal at all. You can also just take the railing, but this rest is kind of the same anyway. Double jump and blink, double jump. And I'm going to be placing a save spot right here. So no matter what happens, we can next time come back here. So your first thing to do is to check for Duke's location there. If there is 2 guards, it might be really hard to see if they're red from this distance, but if there's 2 guards here, you know that one of the Dukes is in garden. So this is the issue that we have. We have 1 Duke always in this room, 100% guaranteed always in that room, and then we have the other Duke in 4 other locations. There's the Delilah's quarters, there's Duke's quarters, there is the throne room, and there is the garden. Now, throne room is the easiest. Weirdly enough, you'll see it when we get there. I would argue the garden might be the second easiest and fastest. And then after that, most likely Duke's quarters, and then Delilah. So really wish for anything but Delilah's quarters. If you're unsure what that is, it's this room down here. That's the first one. So now we don't know where the other Duke is yet, but that's fine because this first part is always going to work the exact same way. We're going to go here and activate this cutscene. Sometimes a man just needs time by himself. Be very careful here. The guard will spot you from like fucking anywhere. Even under this piano is not perfectly safe. So I would just make sure that a guard is walking down, and I would just go here. You don't want to sleep dart him because if he falls down the stairs, he can break his neck. Not good. And you just sneakity sneak behind him. You grab him. And I am very unsure about this part because we don't have the time to test, but I am just going to hide his body. And I'm going to hide his body right here. This hasn't caused any issues so far, but we never know. So, preferably, this would be the fake Duke, oh, the real Duke, because then you could just carry his body there. But also, if it is the real Duke, that means you have to go through a cutscene in another location. Some of those locations are a bit time restricted, like the garden. So it really depends on which Duke you're going to get, which one is the best. So just be prepared to talk here or in the other place. You can't really affect this, right? So what we'll do is we're going to be looting Duke and seeing, oh, chest key. That means this is the fake Duke. Then we talk to him. I think your Duke's body double. All of them go the same, right? Like, now is where it diverges. So, because we talked to him, we already know he gives you the location of the other Duke. If this is that's one benefit that you have. He gives you the location of the second Duke. So, let's go and try to do this then. Well, we just got to save here, I guess. You don't need to obviously go this way. You can go up top any way you want. But I'm just choosing this way. These maids are going to spot you, right? Like, these guys will spot you when you carry the body back. So you need to get rid of them. I completely forgot about that. I'm so sorry. So I'm going to save the game. You can do this with one blink like this. You need to get behind the Duke's throne, and you'll see the text, Sometimes a man just needs time by himself. What this does is he sends the guards away. Now be careful because there is one guard there and there's a second one on that door. But the second guard also goes to the right. Now, you have to disarm that stupid thing. I'm so sorry. This is going to be really tough. So, like, this is literally not scripted. The Duke can't, like, spot you unless you do something malevolent. So you can just grab him. Oh, for fuck's sake, please don't see me, guard. The guard saw me, Jesus Christ. Just wait for them to close the door. Don't be greedy. Oh my god. This is like, You could double jump to insta-stun them, for example. But you don't have to. There's a potion. No, sorry. A bone charm. I forgot. So you can go back here. You can go back the same way that you came, pretty much. For fuck's sake. This is really safe because there's no guards on the way. And remember, if this was instead the fake Duke, you would just have to talk to him. You wouldn't have to carry a body or anything back. I just closed this just in case. Then you bring him back. Like that. That's it. That's how you do throne room. Pretty safe. You use one stun mine. And no sleep darts required. That's the first scenario out of 4 possible locations. So now I'm going to grind for the second RNG and I'll see you there. So we got the Duke's Chamber RNG. Now, you can, if you want to, check it from here. If you see red guards right there, where did you see it? Yeah, if you see a red guard there, that means that either the Duke or the fake one is in that room. That's what we got just now. Do not run here. And I'll see you again as soon as we have taken care of the guard. And now, this is the real Duke. We don't need to actually talk to him, but if you do talk to him, just select, I think you're the Duke's body double. This is like a nice fake out. And then you can just do this. You can also jump from the desk and stun him, but I'm a bit afraid to do that. Because if you fail it, well, then it's pretty bad. You can place him on the bed already, and now we know that in that room, we have the fake Duke. Just be sure there's like no patrols or anything. I don't understand how this mission's patrols work. I'm so sorry. You can open this door and go up here. You can go on this chandelier. And you can literally just sleep dart these two guys. This is extremely easy. You wait for these two guys to fall asleep. And then you go to Duke and talk to him. That's it. You're done. Oh, no. No. I'm so stupid. I'm so sorry. Walrus says you dishonorably. I'm sorry. We're acting the utmost honor. I promise. I wouldn't blink down from here, actually. That's a waste of a blink. Say second option. Always say the second option, whether it's real or fake. It doesn't matter. Here, we do have a potion we can pick up. And then if you want to get back up quickly, you can just use this. It's a bit risky because, you know, you can easily take damage and stuff. But you just go here and we're done. Nice. So that's Duke's office. I would argue that's that's most likely the second easiest. All right. So now that we got this Duke, that's wonderful. I never showed you the way to check which one you're going to get, though. So you can check the guard and Duke at first, right? And then after getting this whole shit done, you would get here and you can check if there's a red guard inside. None. And then you can check this one. If there is, I mean, Duke and a red guard. The Duke normally is in that location, but you can see the red guard. So if you don't see any of those 3 things, you know he's in throne room. So it's like a process of elimination. You need to be super careful about this guy, by the way. I'm going to make a hard save because I've been resetting at this thing for so long now. It's rather annoying. So let's do it there. Okay. Let's see which Duke it is. It's the fake Duke. Kind of good. Technically, maybe the better one, because now you don't have to trigger an animation. But I'll show you how to do it anyway. So, you know, you're not in trouble, and I'm not in trouble, and I can check this back. So I'm going to check my potions. I'm going to use another one because we have the resources. You want to come here and open this door. And then Duke is there now, but we can blink on top of this. The guards will not look up. Right? He was calling the guards off, but that's whatever. He will call the guards off. But, you know, we don't really have to worry about that. That's going to take some time, and I don't understand what the trigger is, so it's just easier for you to use a couple sleep darts and grab him. And that's that. I forgot to open that door. You should open that door. That's just the easiest way out. And that's Delilah. That's not too bad. Right? It's pretty easy. So if you come up here and you see these two guards, oh boy, you're in for a treat, because this strat is cool, but it's also rather risky. So again, I'll see you when I'm going to talk to the Duke, and we'll figure out which one it is. So let's approach Duke, and he is the fake one, which can be good, but in this case, I think it's pretty good too. So we're just going to tell him, hey, we're going to take care of it. Do not worry, buddy. And then you want to get this bottle, because it's pretty sturdy. No, not that bottle. Sorry, a similar bottle to that, right? So this one. Apparently, you can't pick up the one on the desk. Now, what do we do with this? We will attach a stun mine to it. So don't break it, dear Lord. And watch out, there is a guard on that balcony. It's maybe safer to drop down here and then do this jump. Then, on top of this, you would want to do the stun mine. And you go here. I'm the worst player in the fucking history of the world, chat. Holy fuck, that was embarrassing. I'm so sorry. So Duke is just being chilling there, right? You want to get here. And what you want to do is be on this, and you just want to drop it. So you literally just press F. Then you wait. 1. The other guard is supposed to run there too. Apparently he's being a bit of a prick. There we go. There's also a dog that we can take care of by shooting him with a dart. And then we can also sleep dart Duke if you are a bit afraid he's going to get away. But, I mean, he's a fat bastard. Watch out. If you are in this range, there is this fucking thing that will zap you. And it's not worth really getting rid of it. The range is stupid. It's an insane thing. So maybe get rid of it. I don't care. Let's drop this down again. If they don't react to it, you shoot in between these two things like this. Well, even Duke got that. That's fine, because we need to get Duke anyway, so. Now, because the Duke is there, I am not sure if I can pick him up without getting zapped. I'll try for you guys. For science. You can. But the range of this thing, again, I'm going to show you. It's kind of insane. So, you can disarm it. If you don't know how to disarm it, by the way, I can show you. It's right here. It's this one. You take this away, no longer zappy zappy. Because you can double blink here, and you can take care of that guard if you want. Or if you have another blink, just go here. So you can use a sleep dart or a stun mine to get rid of the guard and come in through this door here instead. If you've gotten that far, if you've gotten this far, I'm sure you know how that works. And that's how you do that part. It's kind of shit. Not gonna lie. It's kind of shit. It's not my favorite. Be really conservative with your blinks. Do not blink unless you really have to. and you'll be most likely fine. And yeah, this is how you would just open this like this. Boop. And then you can even stealth up to him, because when you open this the first time, he's going to be looking outside right there. After this, you would just run up here, go here, and do not run off this ledge. If you run off this ledge, you'll take damage. Very big ouch. So if you have 0 mana, which is, it's possible you don't have any, you can just slowly do that, right? And then you just do the rest of the mission like normal. Remember to hug the door, because if you don't hug the door, this thing will start zapping you real quick. Don't worry about it. Bzz. When he explodes, he might do damage to you. I don't know. Then also be very wary that there is the clockwork soldier. If he hears anything, he will run after you, which is not great. Then you run down, activate that trigger. Then you just jump onto... Oh, I have cheat engine on, so this happens. I can't actually get to Megan unless I restart my client. You just go to Megan's boat and you talk to her. No tricks, no nothing. There is nothing you can do. Amazing. Great. So that's that. That's all Duke scenarios done. That took me less time than I thought. GG. Mission 9. I'm recording this before Duke, but I have no sleep darts. I have a stun mine. We're not going to be using a single stun mine. I think we'll be using a sleep dart. Like 1. So, 2. 1. I'm going to say 1 or 2, but we're going to buy them. So it's perfectly fine. I'm entering this mission with 0 potions. Again, we're going to be buying those. So at this point, this is where the money comes in. We have $670 dues. So let's go to the shopperoo. You can just run from the right side. I mean, the doggo didn't actually spot me, maybe, but like, yeah, okay. Don't lollygag around. If you start running as soon as you load in, this is how it's going to look like. The doggos are not going to be there, so you can just literally run. The doggos are there. I was just chatting and stuff, so don't worry about it too much. Then you go here. I would buy at least 2 or 3 of these, and everything else goes to potions, obviously. Maybe buy the potions first, and then see how much money you have. I got 3 potions only. We're going to pick up a 4th one very soon, and then a 5th one. So it's not like a big deal. Here, you can run like this. You can also take this a bit, you know, you be a bit more careful. I didn't get spotted there, but there is definitely a chance that you could get spotted. Now, for non-lethal ghost purposes, we don't have to worry about Delilah cycles or anything on the painting. We don't have to worry about any of that 80% bullshit. So that's great. What we do have to worry about, obviously, is just not getting spotted. We're not going to be doing this. You could be filling this tank and climbing and all that, but like, it's not worth it going there because there's so many witches. I would recommend literally just doing this. Now, you might think that this is a bit of a tricky blink, but you'd be wrong. And I'll show it to you from a couple different spots. It's very normal. It's nothing strange. You just you can literally run to this edge, right? And then just aim on top of it. Super easy. But if that's a bit hard for you, you can go here as well. Like, you don't have to even have any speed. So it's not bad. I recommend using this. I should have bought 1 bolt because there is a doggo right there. But can we drop down assassinate a doggo? Oh, we can. Cool. Never mind. You don't need a dart. I didn't try that out myself. You can totally do that. That dog is Sarah, by the way. So every time you kill it, you kill me. Just remember. Björny nicknamed the dog, so... I was about to say rip Björny, but he's not dead. He's just not active in the speedrun. He's not actually, like, dead. So it's okay. It's a rip doggo. Here's another potion. So now currently we have 4 potions. There's a couple ways we can do this, but I would recommend doing this. There is a wolfhound thing, so you want to blink over it. You can run here, just fine. There's a clockwork soldier in that room. You don't want to go there. You want to pop a potion, go under this desk. It's a bit monka. You can't touch any of the witches. If you do, you'll get spotted. But it's pretty easy to do that way. That's only a couple potions. Oh, a couple blinks. 1, 2, and what's the third ingredient again? It's like the flower or something. Where the fuck is it? Am I blind? Am I blind? I'm blind. Oh, this one. Yeah, dried whatever. There we go. Most people watching this has most likely done this non-lethal ghost more times than I have. Actually, that's most likely a lie. But I just haven't done it in years because we have other methods. You grab the skull. Yoink. And then be careful. For fuck's sake. I took damage there. It's completely fine. We can literally just go up here. Up here. This is like the super safe route if you have the mana. You go here. Interact with this. Don't worry about this witch or even sleep dart them. Really bad times. I would preferably blink to the other side. And then we just have Delilah anymore. Not bad, right? Like this is very easy. It's just going to be a bit stressful. You know, you've got the whole run, especially Duke. Oh god. Especially Duke behind you. So it's going to be a bit something. We have one more enemy we have to worry about. It's the doggo. If you have mana, if you look at your mana situation and you don't really have a lot of blinks, I would just recommend literally walking here. And then start running once you get here. Use the heart. So she doesn't spot you. I don't think you need to put the rune in yet. Because you want to most likely use this blink right there. Then there's no need to try and sleep dart her. We can literally just grab her. I'm here third day in a row, so what? I like it here. That's nice. Always nice to hear. Preferably, you would have a blink here. But if you don't, you can literally take these quote-unquote stairs like this. It's very safe. You can double jumping mantle. Welcome back. Then you put Delilah on the throne. Then you interact with this. Can't skip this cutscene, by the way, for some reason. Like, I guess they need to show you WoW Epic. Then we wait. You just gotta wait a second, and then you can skip this, and then you interact with Emily, and it's done. Then you can check your stats page. We didn't do anything weird here, and we didn't get spotted or kill anyone. Congratulations. Successfully completed and very hard, no damage, whatever the fuck. Whatever you're doing. I'm going to go record the Duke now, because that's going to take a while. That is certainly a hot mess. But we came up with strats, so... I mean, if you're watching this, you most likely have already seen the Duke video, which we haven't done yet, so... Nice.